There, today's reading is from The Language of Letting Go, and it is October 5th. Knowledge. Learn to let yourself be guided into truth. We know what we need to know when we need to know that. We don't have to feel bad about taking our own time to reach our insights. We don't have to force insight or awareness before it's time. Yes, maybe the whole world saw a particular truth in our life and we denied it until we were ready to deal with it. That is our business and our right. Our process is our own, and we will discover our truths at the right time when we are ready, when the learning experience is complete. The most growth producing concept we can develop for ourselves and others is to allow ourselves to have our own process. We can give and receive support and encouragement while we go through this process. We can listen to others and say what we think. We can set boundaries and take care of ourselves when needed. But we still give ourselves and others the right to grow at our own pace, without judgment and with much trust that all is well and is on schedule. When we are ready, when the time is right, and when our higher power is ready, we will know what we need to know. Today, I will let myself and others have our own pace and time schedule for growth and change. I will trust that I will be empowered with insights and tools for dealing with these insights at the right time. And wow, is that one thought-provoking and very, very interesting. And sometimes from the outside, we can see things so much more clearly because there's not feelings involved. And it's easier to see where things are, I don't know, effed up or kind of wonky or not so great when we are not connected to it. And when we're connected to it, sometimes if it's bad, we don't want it to be true. Or if we're scared, we don't want to face things. So we play tricks on ourselves. And I like that this is giving us permission to take our time in figuring things out. And they say a lot in the program that God only gives you what you're ready for. And there's a lot of talk about peeling the onion and that sort of thing. And I've seen it in my own recovery, and I've seen it in my own life when, let's say, I've gotten through something like setting a boundary with a friend or something, right? And it was basic. It was basic. It was about time. It was about being on time, whatever, right? Very, very basic. But then I get into a situation which is down the road 6 months, and it's a pretty intense boundary that I need to set. And it's something that I know for a fact that if I didn't practice that little itty bitty boundary, that big one that came when it was time, I wouldn't have the courage or the wherewithal or the experience to do it with grace. And sometimes we do things with grace and sometimes we don't. But the point is that we're learning and we're trying to learn. And we need to give ourselves a break. We're not going to know everything right off the bat. We're not going to be perfection is a lie. There is no thing as perfection. What is perfection is imperfection to me. I find so much beauty in that, right? And in this, giving ourselves time to heal, giving ourselves time to discover who we are and what we're doing, and it doesn't matter. Everything seems linear because we have schedules and we have calendars and we have clocks on our hands and in our phones. And really, all that stuff, there is no schedule. Those schedules are completely arbitrary and made up. We make up those schedules that you have to do something by a certain time. And I think when it comes to these emotional and these emotional and these spiritual and these big things that we go through. There is no timeline. You don't graduate junior high and know how to do these things magically. It is just a rite of passage, and it comes when it comes. And it comes when we're ready. I really do believe that. It comes when we're ready. That at least that's how it's come in my life. I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for me. And I'm grateful the way things have unfolded. Because in hindsight, yes, could it have been prettier? Could certain things have been avoided and some bad things not happen? Yes, of course. Hindsight is 2020. But would I be in this place that I am? Would I be able to handle it? Because life is not always hard, and life is not always easy. We just need to learn how to live it, and we need to learn what our core is, and what feels good and what feels right, and how we can best serve ourselves and the world, right? So that's all I got today, but I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. And you can see the link in my to my website if you're interested in any of the services or whatever. And if not, I'll be back tomorrow. Either way, I hope you have a blessed day and rock on.